rocking? Is that 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 rocking? Is that
Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Clemson is going to kick the shit out of the South Carolina Gamecocks probably for the next 10 years every time they run across each other.
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are weaker than a plate full of piss.
The Rob and Kale podcasts.
Let's go.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale podcast. Thanks for checking us out this evening. Once again, the Louisville Slugger gets it correct. South Carolina is truly weaker than a plate full of piss. I welcome in to the show my co-host, my podcast partner, my friend, and the guy that is loved by all, Mr. Carolina Jackpot, Kale Hall. What's up, buddy?
Rob, how you doing this evening?
So I think me sitting there rubbing your third leg on Friday night gave me the goddamn cold that you have. So thank you for that. You're the gift that keeps on giving.
Well, I mean, I do what I can. I'm not a rich man, so I can't buy you a lot of fancy gifts. I can't lavish you with furs, diamond rings, and those type of things. But I can definitely give you the intangibles. So you're welcome.
Well, first of all, before we get started, I want to thank the folks that came out to our live show. Live show was fun. Go back and watch. You can actually see where I get stunned with a stun gun, and that shit hurt like a bitch. Yep.
Yeah, I actually threw up a short video of that as well. So.
It was painful. Let's just leave it at that. So there's that, and we got to thank Callaway's for that, and the folks that were there. I mean, there were folks there that I had no clue who they were. It was pretty cool. Rob has an SEC bias is there, and Rob has an SEC bias is a dick in person and a dick online. He's consistent.
He's a dick on the internet, and he's a dick in the out in society as well.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty cool. So it was pretty
everywhere.
neat. But it was great to meet everyone. It really, really was, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I get like when we're doing this show and we don't have the feedback that not necessarily the feedback. We don't have the audience platform that an Uncle Lou has, and we don't have that. And we're building and we're trying to get better as we go. But when we put on something like this and people show up, I mean, it kind of warms the heart a little bit. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I had, people come up and, if I weren't under the weather and I actually were staying down there, I would have gotten trashed and had a fun time. But unfortunately, I drove down. I didn't feel good. So I really wasn't able to enjoy all the cocktails and stuff like I wanted to. But, just meeting a lot of these people. We had a couple there that Barwick is his name here on the channel. That was in the comment section. Him and his girlfriend actually bought me a beer and a shot, and they were just like wanted to take a picture with me. So that was pretty cool. And they were both tall. This girl was taller than me, and then he was really tall. So I imagine that picture probably ended up looking like a beach ball suspended between two flagpoles. But
it was just really funny because, and we talked about this at the show. We think that the only women that listen to this show are my wife, who has to sit over there, and that's about it.
My dogs, they're
on your dog, but
two females.
Jackpot's hilarious though, because he looked at me as soon as these pretty women walk up and go, "Ooh, it's a lady." It's like, holy shit, Jackpot. Pretty funny. Anyway, so there was that, and we appreciate that, and we don't get out much, but when we do, we shine. Let's just leave it at that. I was surprised that all the wiring and shit I did actually worked, because I can normally fuck up the home version of this thing. For it to go on live and we were able to take callers and everything else, I was impressed by that. So
Yeah, that was amazing. It's like he batted 1,000 Friday
Yeah.
night. Normally we seem like we have audio issues. It happens almost every show. Something we can't hear one another, or something will happen, or not almost every show. Maybe 50% will go a week or two, and it won't. But this thing just went off without a hitch. We streamed the thing on one of the bar TVs. We could see the comments rolling there. His laptop was here. Comments rolling here. Sound pretty good as long as I kept my microphone.
Right. That was
Yeah,
the
and my
only thing that
microwave, 'cause
we.
I'm thinking about hot pockets. God damn it, microphone was pointed towards me, so it didn't get any feedback. So that was good.
Yeah, that was the only thing, is that our microphones are a little bit too close together. So
We
there you
way
go.
out
But other
here.
than
Thanks
that,
for the super chat. It says Jackpot, I will miss you. Can't wait for next year. Well, I ain't going anywhere. I mean, we're still going to, we're not going to go into hiding
right.
just because the season's over for the
That's
Gamecocks.
the other thing too, is that we see our numbers. I know a lot of people are just football fans, but hey, we do a show all fucking year, so stick around, check us out. By the way, there's that. But anyway, thanks to Callaway's for sponsoring that. We way out of here says he misses the live streams.
Yeah, I hated it, but you don't finish with a winning record, you're not getting a bowl game, so we can't go any further. So that's
someone
unfortunate.
asked me about you possibly doing some basketball games, and I'm like, I don't know. We'll have to see on that. So
We'll
there's
see.
that.
South Carolina and Clemson are both undefeated right now. I believe they both are still.
Yep.
South Carolina's got a big game coming up Tuesday night in Colonial Life. Probably the biggest non-conference game, I would think, of Lamont Paris's young career. Taking on Notre Dame, and they're trying to get a bunch of people to come out to Colonial. I would like to go. I would have liked to have gone. And tickets are very cheap and affordable, but there's no telling what time I would get done with my.
I want to answer Peg and Megan's question here, but I want to take this call first. So let's do the call first. Carl, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the program. Carl, hello. All right, I don't know what's going on with Carl. All right, Carl, have a great night, man. I'm not going to sit here and
he's having problems with that.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? But yeah, that's the biggest game of his tenure so far, and Notre Dame's kind of down, so maybe they can beat them. I know the best win Carolina had was against Virginia Tech, and they got destroyed yesterday by Florida Atlantic. They lost by like 34. So
yeah. Well, anyway, here's the thing though. We're here all year, and there's shit that comes up too. We keep up with all of that stuff, so be sure to check us out throughout the year. We also have we'll do basketball, we'll do all of that stuff too. Let's try Carl one more time, and then I'm going to answer Peg and Megan's question here. Carl, do you have your stuff figured out? Carl. What the hell? Now I'm hearing myself. Carl. My wife's blaming me for this, telling me I figure out the wire in there and I can't get it here. I can't get Carl to talk. Carl, can you speak, sir? All right, Carl, you're out. See you later.
Sorry.
I mean, I tried. So
you can't.
All right, so let me answer Peg and Megan's question here really quick. What do I guess?
Peg and Megan's doppelganger over there fucking around with the damn internet.
Yeah, probably. Peg and Megan, I'm surprised he can use the damn internet.
Jay Shot says, fuck Carl.
Fuck Carl. we're savages with all that. Just fuck Carl. Carl hasn't done anything. He probably just can't turn his mic on. But all right, should we give Carl one more try?
No, just go.
No.
Just go.
All right. Sorry, Carl.
If you've got something to say, you can put it in the comments section.
Put it in the comments section. There you go.
Too much time fucking around.
All right, here you go. Let's answer Peg and Megan's question. What do I guess the line will be for the Georgia Tech Clemson game in week 1? it's kind of hard for me to sit here because I don't like. Well, I can tell you that Clemson's team will have less players there, but as far as bringing in players in the transfer portal, they're probably going to have 0. Georgia will be stacked. I think the line will be like 9. Georgia -9. That's my opinion for the opening game of the season. What do you think, Jackpot?
Next season?
Yep.
I don't even know. That sounds.
I'm just taking a guess here to because Peg and Megan asked. I mean, it's a good thing to think about, but
9, 10.
anytime.
I mean, that sounds.
Yeah.
I say it'll be under 2 touchdowns, but more than 10. 10, 12, something like that.
Yeah. All right, Carl's back again, but we're not going to take your call, Carl. Sorry. Anyone else can get into the program?
He's a troll.
He's evidently a troll. Then I'm going to put the link in here if you want to get involved. All right, so we thank Callaway's. The Callaway's Pickem Challenge has come down to championship week. There are 8 championship games on Saturday. The form is already up at robandkaleshow.com as well as the updated standings. There are 8 championship games with the lines that are already up there. And we're going to crown a champion. Ray Bob is still in the lead. He has a 2-pick lead on about 5 or 6 of us. He's in the driver's seat, Jackpot.
What was the average yesterday on
the average yesterday was 9.
Okay, so I was above average yesterday.
You were above average, yes, sir.
Slightly above average. I got 10, slightly above.
Well, but in fairness, I look back at yours. You had 2 shitty weeks. The rest of the weeks you were over 500.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the 1 week where I had 1, and then there was another shitty week at some point there that kind of tanked your boy Jackpot.
I enjoy comedy. Peg and Megan says all of y'all are lucky I didn't enter the Pick'em Challenge. Sir, you entered last year and finished dead fucking last.
You finished fucking last. He won that. He would have had. He in spirit won that penis trophy. We don't actually hand it out, but
you know what? I have the penis trophy.
Golden cock.
It's sitting over here on the shelf over here. I should probably on the bookcase of accountability. I should mail it out.
That thing's not on no bookcase.
You want to bet? It's sitting right here on the bookcase of accountability.
Yeah,
I can pick it up from right here. I'll bet you $10 I can pick it up in 5 seconds.
Yeah, you're recording that in the bedroom. So
no, I'm not. This is the goddamn same room we always have. It's right there.
Bed in it.
There's no bed in here. Are you out of your mind?
Trophy buried under the covers.
No, there's no golden dick trophy buried under the covers.
We'll just call this a truce. I'm right.
Anyway. We'll call it a truce. Anyway, thanks to Callaway's for that. We appreciate them. Make sure you get your picks in. Bowl challenge coming up soon. Peg and Megan should get in the bowl challenge. That should be interesting.
You didn't finish 9th, Chip. It's not over with yet.
Not over yet. You got one.
You got one more week. Don't forget to get your picks.
Yeah, you got one more week.
Forgot yesterday. I made them on Friday night. I just didn't submit them.
Yeah,
I about forgot about it.
I'm with you. People forget. But anyway, let's before we get too far ahead of us, let's thank Callaway's and let's thank Dennis Wilson. It's his birthday today. A healthy 29 is Dennis Wilson today, and Dennis Wilson has uses his company is DNC Trucking and Transport. Will says on the leaderboard my picks were not added. Will, send me a message. rosanders1979@gmail.com. We'll see where I screwed up, okay? But anyway, we'll make sure we get you fixed up. DNC Trucking and Transport sponsors the Fireside Chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, tell us the story, sir.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Sorry. Sucks to be Gamecock. Happy 29th birthday to Dennis Wilson. Order is restored. Clemson beat us without scoring a touchdown on offense. Our coach is also a whining crybaby bitch. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
When I heard Shane Beamer last night, I thought of this.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? Is this how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman?
Fuck him. Fuck him.
That's I don't know. I don't know where to go from here, man. I don't know where to go.
All right, well, we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's thank let's bring Gator Man onto the show. Gator Man, what's up?
How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Hello, Gator Man. How are you?
Doing all right, sir. Doing all right, sir. Always good to talk with the man from Carolina Jackpot, and you too, sir. I would just like to say, as a FSU fan, Gamecock fans are some of the most loyal fans I've ever seen. And it just makes no sense for them to keep suffering the way they've been suffering with this type of program. The Gamecock fans deserve way better than this. And it goes back to what Jackpot was saying before. It don't seem like it matters who they bring in. You bring in Spencer Rattler, Lattimore, Steve Spurrier. Don't seem like it matters. Something about that program just can't turn itself around.
I don't know there, Mr. Gator Man. I have no clue.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jackpot, I'll tell you this, I'm not a Gamecocks fan, but I'll just say go Cox for you, sir, and hopefully sooner or later things will turn up. It might be later than sooner, but I hope things turn up. But I will say this, as you said before, next year has got to be a pivotal year for Shane Beamer. If things don't turn around, then some things are going to have to start happening.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, I'm looking forward to him crying at press conferences. Let's get the tally on Shane Beamer for the season. He insulted the Missouri folks by insulting their locker room setup. He blamed hot dogs for a loss. He broke his foot kicking a cooler. Cried in three different press conferences. He is a fucking clown.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? You turned out a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman?
Exactly. Fucking idiot. Let's welcome Gamecock Sporty to the show. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, good to see you, Rob. Good to see you, Jackpot.
What's going on, Brad?
Good game. Congrats to your Clemson Tigers, Rob. Y'all played a really good game on the defensive side of the ball, and y'all dominated the lines of scrimmage, both on offense and congrats to y'all. I'm just beyond embarrassed and ashamed with just the season as a whole. I mean, it's just it's awful. And y'all were just talking about Shane Beamer with that last caller. I did a video saying I still support Shane Beamer, and I just looked back and I'm like, damn, I lied through my fucking teeth saying that. I don't trust Shane Beamer for shit anymore.
Well, see, here's what you can do, sir.
Always tell the truth on the internet because
yeah,
we keep tabs on that.
Yeah, I lied. I lied through my teeth saying that. But I think that honestly, Shane Beamer as a coach is reminding me a lot of, especially in the press conferences, like Butch Jones at Tennessee. I mean, I don't know if this is a little while back, but Butch Jones in 2015, after barely beating a 3-9 South Carolina team, came on afterwards and said, I'm not gonna apologize for winning after beating a terrible South Carolina team. It's kind of, and then what Shane Beamer said about finding joy after beating first-year FBS team Jacksonville State. If you watch those two post-game press conferences, they are literally verbatim. I mean, other than the fact that it's different teams, but just the attitude and the way they approach the question from the media is the exact same.
Yeah.
I remember that game. I remember that. Is that the one? That's the game. That's the game where who was he? Was it Jarrell Adams who fumbled the ball? He caught the. He had the ball like a Tennessee 10 on the last play of the game, or next to right at the end of the game, and fumbled the football because he wouldn't go down and just get down on. So we try to get ready to kick a field goal, and he stay out and then let him punch the ball out.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
We have to welcome to the program Dennis Wilson.
I pinpoint points in my life and like where I was working out and who I was seeing or how old I was and stuff by Gamecock shitty losses. It's kind of like a road map of suck.
Yeah. Your entire lifeline is a roadmap of suck as far as Gamecock football stuff. I'm just saying, you can look back on some of the happiest things. Like, look, probably the happiest day of your life was when your son was born. And if he was born during football season, there's a goddamn good chance there was a horrible South Carolina game that week.
Yeah, actually, he wasn't. He was born in April. He was actually born, I think, 3 days after WrestleMania 17. Remember the big one where Stone Cold Steve Austin turned bad for like a few weeks?
Yeah, I remember that.
When he beat up The Rock. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, if he was born during football season, there was probably some hurting there. I mean, that's just the way that it is. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. How are y'all today?
Is this Pillow Talk with Dennis Wilson?
This is Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk.
I'm telling you, I don't want you to be shining the camera over there on Miss Betty now. I don't need her.
Man, I had her head down, ass up a little while ago. Everything's good now. Boy, get your little ass back in there. Go. Now I got kids running in here. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
what do you, on your 29th birthday, sir, what do you have for the program?
Well, I've been doing a little math, and that's something Carolina fans aren't good at. And honestly, this is for Kale, and it's really not to be that big of a dig, but it is kind of a dig if you really think about it. I was looking at the numbers. Each SEC school was paid out $49.9 million in 2023, straight from the conference office.
Right.
I think Clemson gets around 25, 27. So we're looking at about a $20 million per year, let's just say. And South Carolina's been getting this money from the SEC for 30 years. And let's just say that for easy math, $500 million more over 30 years than Clemson. And that's what you have to put on the field.
See, God damn.
I mean, if it wasn't for women's basketball, we'd shut the whole damn athletic program down. Think about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, there's not really much you can say on that front because Dennis is spitting a lot of facts there. Y'all got more money.
Ooh, a lot more money.
A lot more money. I mean, you should have better than what you got. I think that's a fair.
And every time a new coach comes in, you know, the Shane train, the Muschamp bus, or what, you know, this new excitement, this new thrill. It's like they found a erectile dysfunction pill. You know, everybody's got a heart on. We are fixing to, you know, so there's always this new thrill. You got a pocket full of money, but I swear, y'all couldn't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of 50s on nickel night. Now, my battery's about to die. I love you guys. Thank you for all you do. But Kale, and it was great seeing you. But some of your fans are some of the most window-licking motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Educate these people, Kale. Educate them. Educate them. And thank you guys. I'm going to listen.
Will do.
All right. Goodbye, Dennis. Holy shit. So Dennis basically called your fans window lickers, and he said that some of them were so stupid they couldn't get laid in a whorehouse with a fistful of 50s on nickel night. That is some grade A smack right there. You motherfuckers are so bad you can't get laid in a whorehouse with a handful of 50s on nickel night. Jesus, you're gonna make jackpot going. And poor Gamecock Sporty here. This young man's down at the university trying to get an education, and the education we're giving him is that. Ah, goodness.
Yeah.
I got nothing. All right, Gamecock, you got anything else you want to add here besides the fact that Shane Beamer is a bitch? I mean, that's, you know.
I did want to talk about. I talked to y'all. I think.
Is this how you turn out in Hollywood here that cries like a woman?
What the hell is that?
What the hell?
That's right. You've never seen The Godfather, Gamecock Sporty?
Oh no, I have not.
Holy shit! All right, that's your homework assignment.
And he's
Go
not
and watch.
60, so I mean,
Yeah, go and watch The Godfather, and you'll understand the reference there. It's Marlon Brando being Marlon Brando. So go seriously, go and watch The Godfather. It's worth your time.
you can just Google it, man. I mean, that's you.
You don't like? Wait a minute. You don't like The Godfather, Jackpot?
I'm gonna go to sleep. No, I've never watched that. I like Casino. Is it anything like
too
Casino?
slow for you Gamecock fans. That's what it is.
Is it anything like Casino?
No.
That was a good movie.
It's a good movie though. Anyway, but what else you got for you head out here, buddy?
I was just going to talk about. I think I talked about last week or 2 weeks ago about the Texas A&M job. I said that Mike Elko was a really good candidate for it. And it turns out he's probably going to end up getting the job because Stoops basically
hired him. I think.
Yeah. Well, we were told that that they were going to hire Stoops.
Yeah.
And then apparently, from what we were told, they lost their shit down there, and then now they're hiring Mike Elko. Stoops is more accomplished than Elko.
I agree.
Not to throw rocks at Elko because he's a good coach too. But if I'm at Texas A&M, I want a guy that's been all the way around and give him been around the SEC. But I don't know, man.
Well, I think Stoops is a prime example of doing more with less. And what I mean is he has a bunch of 3-stars at Kentucky, and he's able to get the most out of those players and put together good seasons in Kentucky standards with those type of players. And what he'd be able to do with A&M talent would be a lot better. So,
yeah. Which one would you rather have, sir? Either one of you.
What?
Which one? Either if you had the choice of Stoops or Elko, which one would you rather have?
I'd go Stoops. To be honest.
I mean, he's proven. I mean, Elko. I mean, what have we? I mean, I don't really know. I mean, he had a nice turnaround at Duke last year. This year, I think last year they finished like 9-3. I think they would have probably finished like 9-3 this year if that kid hadn't gotten hurt. So I mean, that's decent. I mean, Duke's not known for winning. NC State, North Carolina, those teams that consistently win 7, 8, 9 games a year. Duke, not so much. Wake Forest has, had some success, past 5, 6 years under Clawson, but Duke's kind of been in the shitter when Cutcliffe was, kind of winding it down there. They weren't doing too well, so. I don't know though. I mean, but he was their defensive coordinator there for I'm not sure how many years Elko was at Texas A&M, but for some reason they like him. But I think Stoops would have been a solid hire for them. I put out a video on it this morning that he quit the job before, and I wasn't sure this morning exactly what went on with that, but apparently the fans didn't want him. The boosters didn't. The big boosters didn't. Big money, the oil money, I guess, didn't want Stoops. So I guess they made him turn their hand back on him. But I mean, I would have loved to have had that guy. I call him a human baked potato or whatever. It's all in fun, and I don't really dislike him other than the 1 week a year when we play him. And this little sidebar comment about the stupid sunglasses thing last year was turns out he's probably right. So I guess he could see a bitch coming from a lot further away than I could. But anyway, I'd have been glad to have had him at South Carolina to replace Muschamp. But they don't. I don't know. Ray Tanner listened to the wrong people. You don't let former players hire coaches. That's what they did. They let him push his hand to hire him for that job. I mean, what? And I'm kind of thinking about that. I'm like, why do they like him so much? Why do they want this guy so much? And I finally figured it out. With the 2010 team, these guys in this era, everybody's got to have somebody to run to, right?
Yeah.
When things get so, I think the theory is I think they liked Beamer so much as a coach because he's probably the coach on the staff. He recruited a lot of them. He was probably buddies with all of them. I can't see him fucking being mean at all. So he probably coddled all of them when I mean, Spurrier, for what he is, the little quips he does, and the little sidebar shit that we all laughed and thought was so funny. I heard he was a fucking asshole to play for. So, I mean, he probably gotten some people shit, and they needed some comforting. That's probably who they ran to for comfort was Shane Beamer. And so, all of a sudden, he'd make a great leader for this program. Terrible.
Yeah, I think that what Jackpot said made a lot of sense. So let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wanted to play this little bit here from Shane Beamer last night, and we'll just bring. I'll bring this up really quick here, but this is Beamer last night with, getting all emotional. Listen to this.
We talk. Sorry.
Oh, fucking shit.
We talked about it in our team meeting yesterday. Some of those guys were here when I got here to carry on, and Tyreek and Tonka and Leggett, and they stayed, which the easy thing to do is to leave. It didn't just stay for 1 year, but to stay, they stayed 2 years, and then a third year as well. And then guys that came in that didn't know anything about me but trusted me to come in. Amarian Brown, Jordan Strawn. I mean, I can remember sitting in my bedroom in Norman, Oklahoma, doing a Zoom with Amarian and his dad, trying to convince them, not quite sure what our offense is going to look like, but we want you to come play football at South Carolina. And he trusted us and came in. So they're awesome.
They're awesome. They're awesome, Jackpot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he does. I'm sure they feel that way, but like, I get it. And I've gotten emotional before on here too and stuff, but I mean, he's got to be better than that. I'm also not making $7 million a year or whatever he gets paid either. So you kind of fucking hold it. I mean, God dang, I mean, he acts like this was it was fucking 2 years ago. I mean, give me a fucking break. God almighty.
I mean,
If you ask me about, go ahead.
I want to let me address something real quick before it goes away here, because I got something else pinned in the comment section. Sorry guys. The Biscuit says, did y'all see how fat Iowa's quarterback is? No, I didn't actually see any of that game, except for when Nebraska was on offense. Just a fleeting moment, because I was heading to the I almost said Slav Olympics, the Callaway's thing. But I did look. I saw his height and weight because I looked to see the quarterback, Cade McNamara. I guess he got hurt or something because he was the quarterback there. But anyway, I saw this guy's name and I just clicked on it to see what it was about. And I saw his height and weight was like extremely large, and I was like, what the hell? So yeah.
All right. Well, anything else there, Gamecock Sporting?
Sorry to take up so much time. I appreciate it.
No, you're good, man.
But, another good point I brought up, I think Jackpot did a great job of talking about this on one of his videos about the rise of Missouri football this year with the 10-2 year. And honestly, I think Jackpot was alluding to this point, that the difference between South Carolina and Missouri is that Missouri got the right guy, and that we're similar in talent, but Missouri got the right guy and we didn't, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I would venture to say South Carolina has more talent, according to the
more. Yeah, we have
positive.
more talent.
I mean, they got more talent, and how Mizzou is 10-2 and South Carolina is 5-7 is like one of those things you just don't understand.
It's called doing less. It's called doing more with less.
Very good, sir. Hey, man, appreciate you, and thanks for showing up on Friday, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you later on. All right, let's get Rob has an SEC bias over here. What's up, buddy?
Uncle Lou says, "What size diaper does Shane Beamer wear?" Actually, Lou, he doesn't wear one. He has a shiwi. You ever seen the shiwi?
No.
It's
What is
for
a
girls.
shiwi?
Yeah, never so girls can piss outside and not get it all over themselves. Like
Is that where the
girl
thing's
soccer
button
players.
in the bottom or what? I don't know.
No, I saw it was like a gag type thing one time. I saw it online somewhere, but seriously, there was this girl outside somewhere holding this thing that was like an inverted cone right down here on the bottom of her hoo-ha, out like behind a tree, so she could piss out of it.
And it's called
like,
a what
kind of
now?
like it was kind of like making a goober for a woman out of a just manufactured thing, a shiwi.
Honey, do you know what a shiwi is?
It's not
no
a
clue.
kiwi. It's not the little fruit with beads in it.
Apparently, that's something you can wear where you can pee outside. Okay, then. I have no clue what the fuck that is, but all right.
But how are you doing this evening?
I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what this fucking shiwi thing is Jackpot's talking about.
I'm not lying to you, man.
I don't think you're lying. I'm just saying I've never heard of it. And I mean, and I'm having like women come around and like, you know what? I'd like to pee outside. I need an outfit for that. Who thought of that?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being prepared, you know?
So that, I mean, that's like the Girl Scout thing. Be prepared, right? You want to make sure you can pee standing up.
They may have come up with it, actually. It may be a Brownie Scout type thing.
Damn it.
They just made it in an adult size.
Selling like 12 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. You get the shiwi.
Yeah, maybe that's you sell.
You gotta sell 6 boxes of Cocoa Samoas, 10 of the peanut butter tagalongs, to get the shiwi.
Well, how are y'all doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
I don't know if y'all saw Jonathan Smith took the job over at Michigan State. Y'all see that? The Beeve, they're in the business for a new coach now. I think that's an excellent hire for them. I don't know why the hell he would ever go to Michigan State though. Can y'all rationalize that at all? Leaving go to Michigan State?
Big Ten program. Fenema says it's real. It looks like an oil funnel.
I just sent you a link to something. Apparently, it's a British product. Anyway, let's not spend too much time on that. We can like circle back.
Oh no, hell no. We have to. No, sir.
No, but you were talking about Jonathan Smith. I talked about that too. I think that's a good hire. Somebody, it may have been that Mark Ryan guy up here in the upstate who he put up a thing Friday was it Friday when I hired it? May have been Saturday. This is his Pac-12 record, and I think it was like 23-24 or something. It's like, this is a good hire for Michigan State. I'm like, geez, you know, I mean,
Jackpot was telling the truth. I thought he was bullshitting me. Damn it. That's something that's real.
I told you.
Oh, hold on. Look, this is how you use it. It says, before you begin, always practice in the shower with your shiwi to find the right position for you. Please don't sweat about the size. This is from the official site, the shiwi.com. About the size. The shiwi is all about the technique. After all, practice makes perfect, ladies. The shiwi Extreme is made from a hard, solid plastic which allows you to urinate while standing without removing any of your clothing. To start with, take a deep breath and relax. Make sure the wind is at your back, ladies. So don't piss it. Oh, goddamn. Remove your shiwi from its carry case.
If somebody from Great Britain or some motherfucker sends me a damn email about sponsoring this shit.
Oh, you're reading all of the fucking shiwi copy, sir. If we get a shiwi sponsor, you will read every fucking piece of that copy, not me. Remove your shiwi from its carry case and attach your extension pipe if you're wearing bulky clothing.
It has a carry case.
Yeah, it has its own carry case.
I thought it was like a disposable type of thing.
Well, then you got to sanitize it. Hold on. Undo your trousers.
Yeah, then you have you'll have litter and fill up the landfills too. So
Push your underwear to one side and gently place the shiwi against your body. Ensure the outlet pipe is pointing downwards and directed away from you so you don't piss on your leg. Aim the urine away from your feet into a toilet, portable loo, or pee bowl, the pocket-sized loo. When you're done, pull your shiwi firmly backwards to remove any remaining drips. Finally, give your shiwi a good shake and put it back in the carry case. What the fuck, Jackpot? How do you find this shit, Jackpot? Oh my God.
I saw that several years ago. I don't remember where it came from.
Oh
but
my
I do remember
God.
seeing that, and that just popped into my head when Lou said something about the diaper, and I was like, "What can I say witty about that?" And I was like, oh,
Should we? How much are they? That's the other thing. Maybe we should send.
It's got to be in pounds, so you're gonna have to get a currency converter.
Hold on, let's see here. They have the Shiwi, Extreme. Here, how much is it? It's 10 pounds. How much is 10 pounds? That can't be that much money.
Like 12.50 USD.
All right, so $12.50. Yeah.
That's almost like the price of a large meal at McDonald's. It's only a couple of
yes. Phenomized with Michael Dobreski uses the shiwi. You might be correct.
Why we gotta shit on the comrade?
Because the comrade shits on everybody all year, and this is the one time where he can shut his mouth. We should send the comrade a shiwi. Seriously.
Well, going on what you were saying about Mark Ryan, I just looked it up. I mean, that guy's a fucking bozo. If you look at Oregon State's record before Jonathan Smith got there, they were 12-36 in their first 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Built them up to, what are they at? Wins now? 11 wins.
I think they've won 8 this year. They were 10-2 last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How long? He hadn't been there long, has he?
Would you?
I think he came in the COVID year.
That's what I thought too.
Oh my God! Would you funnel a Miller Lite through a shiwi on your next live stream, Jackpot?
I mean, as long as it hadn't been previously used. If it had, then hell no.
I don't know. Jackpot brought this up, honey. I don't know. We were talking about Shane Beamer needs a shiwi. That's
Roll Tide. If you hit me up at Hall_Kale on Twitter, if you'll handle ordering the thing off of Amazon, or no, look, we'll do this. Look, I'll pay the $12 or whatever to have it ordered off Amazon, and then I'll send you my PayPal. So. And then I'll funnel the thing, and then you can send me my $100. So I'd still probably net like $85, minus the cost of the shiwi and that.
Kale funneling through a shiwi and then pissing in a sink is pay-per-view content. Remember, Kale has pissed in a sink on this show.
It is. That would definitely be better than some of those WCW pay-per-views in the dying days.
God damn. All right, anyway.
I'd probably have more views than Slamboree 2000.
I'm telling you, if you funnel through a shiwi, I bet that gets 20,000 views at least.
Be gross. But here's my take on the game. I just think everybody kind of needs to pump their brakes. The Shane Beamer narrative. I mean, this time last year, nobody wanted him gone. This time last year, everybody wanted Drinkowitz gone. It's so flip-floppy. You've got to give these guys some level of time and not just fucking form your opinion over one single year. The man has a good body of work at South Carolina. This is his worst year by far, but every other year he's improved. I mean, are we going to judge him off of this year and just discount everything else that's happened?
Brother. The guy, we were talking about him this season, and Jackpot, tell me if I'm wrong on this. In this season, he mocked Mizzou for their press conference spot, blamed hot dogs to the point where Uncle Lou had to go and buy a hot dog costume for the North Carolina game. kicked a cooler and broke his foot. What else? What else can we do? He cried in 3 press conferences.
He's starting to be. I mean, minus the fact that he actually has a good football mind. He's starting to remind me a lot of the final year of the Dan Mullen tenure at Florida. You know, I mean, he hasn't dressed up like Darth Vader yet.
Darth Vader. I thought it was
Well, he didn't take Muschamp's record down for having the best three season stretch in South Carolina history.
Well,
so he doesn't have that as a feather in his cap.
If we're going off this whole judge him off 1 year, then Missouri would have fired fucking Elijah Drinkowitz last year, and they wouldn't be seeing any of the success.
But, sir, maybe I'm just a little bit different, and I think that South Carolina's better than Missouri.
Drinkowitz last year, he had like 3 net close losses, dude. He lost to Auburn by like 2 points. He lost to Georgia by 4. Lost to Florida by a touchdown. I mean, there were some close losses there. We haven't had that. We've gotten our ass fucking kicked. I mean, you could see at Mizzou there were signs there that they would be better this year. Now, nobody believed them because the typical thing to do is just to shoehorn them into the spot next to Vanderbilt in the preseason and say, oh, this is where they go.
Let me read this comment from Cole Kunkel. He says, Rob, you act like Dabo doesn't cry. Beamer reminds me of a younger Dabo, and Rob, you ruined this show. Well, look, let me make sure that I understand something. Show me a video where Dabo Swinney cried at a press conference. All right? But before you do that, show me a video where Shane Beamer has won anything that's worth a fuck. Let's go with that first. Before you compare Shane Beamer to Dabo Swinney, he can't hold his jock, sir. So stop with that nonsense.
Dabo doing his first 3 years.
Dabo won an ACC title in his first 3 years.
I'd wipe my ass with the ACC title in 2008. The conference.
Well, that's fine. Hey, but you ask what he did. He can't help the conference that he's in. He's also won 2 national titles.
Yeah, he got
there's that.
Twice though when he had the better team.
He won 2 national titles.
I'm just saying.
The 2 national titles don't mean anything. Got it.
They were pretty comparable in their first 3 years. Dabo saw a resurgence whenever Watson came through. Dabo was nothing special before Watson.
Okay.
Well,
so Todd
Boyd there and Sammy Watkins, I mean, they were really, and Chad Morris, they were really, really good offensively, but he didn't have the lines of scrimmage. He didn't have the defense.
Yeah, and
when they brought Venables in was when they really got it leveled up.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be the Clemson history deflector here, but
no, you're right about that. Kale Venables did actually make a big Venables in. Was it Tony Elliott, right? Who they brought in?
Elliott was.
Who was that?
I gotta remember
Jeff Scott was there with him, and Tony Elliott were kind of like doing it together after.
Yeah, they were co-offensive coordinators. Yep, that's how that was.
Not sex.
Well, the live show was awesome. Rob, how's the thigh feel?
So I think I'm fine.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it stung like hell, but it's not too bad.
Nah, I will have to bring that back next year for sure. That was a good fun. But Dennis Wilson, he's good people. Shane Cox Sporty, go subscribe to him. He's good people. And, you know, Rob and Kale, they put on a good live show. If you're ever in town, come pay the guys a visit. It's a great show, great trivia, great atmosphere.
Yeah, we only do it once every 2 years, so it's kind of like a.
Well, we and the only reason we didn't do it last year is because I was lazy.
Really?
I mean, let's just be completely honest. You know, we'll probably do another one next year.
Yeah,
It's just if we have to. There's a lot of work that goes into that shit. I mean, to be honest with you. So,
well,
Big Wash says, Rob, stop capping. As South Carolina won a conference championship, no matter what conference it was. South Carolina fans would celebrate the shit out of it. So stop it, dude. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I think he's directing that. If
Mr. SEC bias here.
My name's not Rob.
Jay says nobody could hear the show with Rob has an SEC bias cackling like a schoolgirl in the background.
Well, Jay Shipes has yet to show his face, but he's over there. He's a keyboard.
Well, he just had his first beer, Jay.
He's a keyboard warrior. Okay, his inner key is worn down. He's been hitting it too damn much. How about you call in and show what you look like? You freaking gremlin.
Hey,
on now.
I don't know very many things, but I don't think I would run my mouth too much to Jay Shipes. Jay is a fucking lunatic. Be careful, sir. I'm just trying to help you here.
Well,
Jay is a goddamn fool. I wouldn't say that shit out loud.
Well, talking about the hires, did y'all see who Jeff Lebby? What do y'all think of that?
Mississippi State.
Yeah, they hired Jeff Lebby, the Oklahoma offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
I kind of get hired, to be honest.
I think that's a tough job for anyone to walk into.
Exactly.
So,
Well,
I think the bigger story out of Mississippi State is where is Will Rogers going to go?
That's a good point too.
Where? Because I mean, he led the SEC in passing last year. He's going to go somewhere and play. Is he going to stay in conference or is he going to go somewhere else? We'll have to see on that.
Now, do you think he takes a step up? Because he didn't have the best year, but granted it was a change of scheme. But do you think he'll take a step up as he transfers, or?
Do you think he could fit in at Clemson, South Carolina?
Dabo's not. Let's Dabo's not bringing in any new. I mean, he's not bringing anybody in the transfer portal.
For Dabo, I think.
I mean, he's just not. He's hell bent on that, and that's going to be the demise of Clemson down the road.
No.
So.
Well, again, I don't think, like I said earlier, I get Beamer's a little goofy, but damn it, he's had a decent body of work. The best recruiter we've seen come through South Carolina, maybe barring Spurrier was good, but the back end of his classes were shit. Okay, Beamer has all around good classes. I would wager to say he's the best recruiter we've had. Give the guy some time. We were playing fucking 6 freshmen on the O-line. No, well, Nick Gargiulo, 5 freshmen and a fucking Yale transfer. Okay, let him get his guys. Let him be healthy, and we're gonna be all right. Rob, Hale, love the stream. Y'all take care. Go Cox.
It's like I can see some sense in what he's saying, Rob, but I can't get behind it, dude. I am fucking tired of the wait till next year. Wait till we get our guys in. Wait till this one. Wait till we get this one in. Wait. I mean, it's always fucking something. It's always something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I do believe in consistency. All right, but on the other hand, with the stuff that Beamer has done this year, I mean, maybe he'll grow into the job. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what Gamecock fans are going to expect from this guy, because he can't. It's like he's over the road as far as being way too emotional.
Yeah,
and I think that he's over the top as far as being a player's coach too. There's that.
I wanted to respond to this one. Early on, James Thompson asked me, "Have I ever been to Gettysburg?" No, I've stopped off the exit in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, and I've also spent the night in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but I've never actually been to Gettysburg. I've been real close, though. Yeah. I know you don't give a shit, but
no.
Anytime I see anything about Pennsylvania mentioned, it kind of excites me a little bit. I don't know, man. I got an obsession with that place.
So
moving up there.
Someone asked about, what was it? Oh, will Jimbo Fisher resurface? I don't know. That's
maybe a while.
Let's see about that, but he may take a year off. Christian Carver says, as a Gamecock fan, I want South Carolina to succeed, but if they have another losing season next year, you're going to have questions about the head coach. Yeah, if they don't go to a bowl game next season, I mean, he's got to go, right? No bowl game next year. 2 seasons
If
without a
they have
bowl.
another season like this, dude, he's out the door. I don't think he even make it to the end of the year.
Yeah, he won't coach in the Clemson game next year. If they're going into that like where they were last year, where they didn't win a game in October, I think he's fired then. But Billy, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hi, Billy.
I want to thank y'all
Good
for
evening.
the videos, the live streams and everything, and all the videos y'all pull out. And just all around thanks.
Oh,
and
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And jackpot. Save your sanity. It's just the college football game. That's all it is, brother. Yeah, now I'm going to make a wild prediction here. Let me ask you a question. Who are the receivers coming back next year for South Carolina?
Yeah.
Juice Wells?
Allegedly Juice Wells.
Supposedly he's coming back. I don't know what year Brown is. I don't know.
Legette's not.
No, he won't be back. I don't know what Luke Doty.
Luke Doty could come back, yeah.
He could come back. He could come back. Harbor.
Nick Harbor.
Hopefully he comes back.
That's a good wide receiver room. Now
what's
for
his
my
name?
prediction.
Omega Blake too, number 89. He's the one that doesn't get talked about a lot.
Y'all got anything coming in for recruiting for next year? I haven't looked, but
I'll have to.
Well, I mean, they've got a fairly high class, if I remember correctly. But
I'm gonna make a prediction here. Spencer Rattler will be back next year.
I'm sorry, sir. He already said last night he was making his announcement, so he's out the door, sir.
I don't know. Have you looked at the NFL, the what's it, PFF?
Yeah,
predictions?
I get that, but
he's 104, and he's not in the top 10 quarterbacks.
I don't care. He can't survive another season at South Carolina. He may die on that offensive line. No, I'm just being honest. That kid took a beating every fucking game. It's much better to go to the NFL and get a paycheck, I would think. I mean, he has to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised with that receiver core and things. I wouldn't surprise. And if he's attached to Beamer, as you know, we say, it wouldn't surprise me. Would it surprise y'all?
I would be absolutely shocked, especially after his press conference last night, where he said, when I make my announcement, just the tone that he had.
And you got a lot of talent there waiting in the wings, ready to take over that position in Lenore Sellers. I don't know that he wants to wait another year on him to run.
It would be interesting to see what Rattler's agent is telling him based on the NFL predictions right now.
So when you look at the Gamecock recruiting class for 2024, they're ranked 19th overall. Dylan Stewart, the big edge rusher, big 5-star guy, 19th ranked national player, is the jewel of the class.
Yeah.
As far as wide receivers go, they've got
Mazio Bennett.
There it is.
Yeah.
Mazio Bennett, and after that, you got a bunch of 3-star guys that they may develop. But nothing. I mean, this class, they focused on the edge rushers and the offensive tackles with Josiah Thompson and Cam Pringle, two of the best in the state. Yeah. And then, then go from there. So we'll see how that works out for them.
And back to Callaway's the other night, I thought y'all was going to reuse a policeman's stun gun that's got the wires and the prongs.
Yeah, well, we use an actual. I
was disappointed. I wanted to see somebody get really stung.
Shit hurt. Lisa, you have to use this link, dear. You click this link, and it will tell you how to. It's very simple.
Yeah, we stopped using the number.
That's how you do the show. Yeah.
It's in your address thing on the down in the
It kept getting confused with some phone sex line or something.
yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I knew we wouldn't see Octavian. I heard he's now called Casper the Ghost.
Oh God.
Oh really?
Yeah, wow. He's out of here. He's out of here. But
well, I mean, was he really? I mean, they can't be. I don't. There's a lot of Florida people thought they were going to win that game last night and going in. I just don't get it. I mean, I thought Florida State would beat them like a drum, even with the backup quarterback. I'm surprised they kept it as close as they did. And Florida just, they pissed the game away. Kind of did what they do. But they're lucky. They would have gotten beaten badly with Jordan Travis. So,
what was the most shocking game for y'all yesterday, or as far as win?
Kentucky.
Yeah, that was
even though I did put some money on that because I thought that they had a chance. Just because I just wasn't impressed with Louisville. So I just don't think they're a very physical team. So I thought Kentucky would be able to take care of them at the lines of scrimmage, and in the end, that's what ended up happening. Exactly that.
All right, Billy.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Good night.
Appreciate it. All right, and Billy leaves, and Lisa joins us. Lisa, what's up?
What's up, guys? Go Tigers!
Hey, we missed you yesterday because Rob has an SEC bias. Thought that you were going to give him a ride from Augusta.
Oh, now I would have given him a ride. However, we had some family issues here, so Elizabeth and I did not get to come up there Friday night. So if we had come up there, guaranteed Kel would have been getting himself tasered, not you.
Well, thank goodness you didn't make it.
Yeah, well, I was waiting on that because I wanted to hit that taser on you.
Oh no, I don't want that.
So I just got home from Clemson, as a matter of fact. So we had to take Elizabeth back. But
take a bath yet?
I could not help but hear Rob say that no women listen to the show except his wife.
Yeah, you're right.
So I said, I'm calling to tell you you're wrong, bitch. So
Jesus.
So I listen to the show every night. So
well, that's true.
So there you go.
And Beth, the teacher, she listens to the show too.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So Rob is standing corrected. So, and I'm sorry I missed Rob has an SEC bias because that was going to be the highlight of my Friday night.
He stunned himself. He stunned himself with the stun gun.
I thought that's what I saw, but he didn't seem to react to it. So what the hell is that about?
So bad that he burned his damn arm.
Was he drunk or something? How did he not react to that?
I don't know if he's just drunk or just stupid, but it was one of the two.
Well, he is a Gamecock fan, so
I wanted none of that.
He was drunk off of 3 beers.
he might be a lightweight. I don't know, but
I don't know.
I saw no reaction from them.
My wife was looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
I know.
That everybody was.
I watched it and I was like, but there's no reaction.
He was fucking weird.
I was stunned.
It was nice.
I was stunned, no pun intended.
There you go.
But anyway, so I was just calling in to correct you that there are females that listen to the show.
Yeah, and then of course, Beth pops right in. Thank you, Beth.
And Rob, I am your number one fan.
Oh, I thought Jackpot was my number one fan.
Oh no. I'm ahead of him on that scale. Elizabeth and I are number one and number two.
Yeah, we had already talked about this previously, Rob. You just didn't know.
So next year, I expect to tase Kale.
You're gonna have to work that out with Kale.
And are genitals off the table or what?
Oh, I don't know about all that.
I'm not tall enough to put them on the table anyway. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Lisa.
All right, no problem. Y'all have a great night. Go Tigers.
All right.
There you go. Dude, she wants to tase your balls. I don't know about all that.
Lord, man. It's freaking
the hell, we've
been
talking about
I might end up becoming a Clemson fan if that happens.
Jesus. All right. Well, yeah. All right. Well, Jackpot, we did, before we get out of here, someone asked who we got between Georgia and Bama. I mean, we'll give our picks on Wednesday, but I don't think anyone's beating Georgia. So I don't think anyone's beating Georgia. So I mean, we're literally.
I knew better than to pick Alabama yesterday just because of Auburn's performance the week before that New Mexico State thing. I knew that they would come out and throw everything but the kitchen sink at them, and they did. So with Alabama now with that performance, and now they've got some wind at their back. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, well,
I don't see
and
a
I
reason
wanted
not to pick them to strike the upset.
I have to be honest with you before we get you out of here.
Georgia's played with fire all year long. They played with fire again last night for a while.
You mean like playing with their food is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, what would the final in that thing end up being?
I think they won by like 8 or something. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's not real impressive. Is that real? I mean,
No.
when you're favored, you're a 24-point favorite. You win by 1/3 of that. That ain't impressive.
All right, Justin joins the program. Hi, Justin.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Hey, guys, sorry about the
Yeah, Justin just dropped on us, man. Sorry about that, Justin. Your cell signal went booted out there, man. Sorry about that. Anyway, I wanted to get kind of your final thoughts on the season. I mean, it seems just like a wasted fucking year.
In terms of for what?
Well, you had, in my opinion, the best to ever lace them up at quarterback at South Carolina. You had at the start of the season, I mean, we didn't know it, but you ended up having what I think would be 2 of the best wide receivers in the SEC. And your best win is Kentucky. It just seems like just a flat season.
Yeah, I mean, nothing accomplished. You mean? I mean,
it wasn't anything that you could build on. You know what I mean? I mean, I expected
I
more
get you.
from
I mean, other than the emergence of Mario Anderson at running back, and I mean, I don't know if that guy will be back. He does have eligibility left. Other than the emergence of him, I mean, they did. I mean, some of those young guys on the offensive line did get some work in, and they did develop some. So defensively, I think you saw a little bit of building there. I mean, last night. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, the defense, they didn't play terrible.
Right.
I was kind of down. They gave up a lot of rushing yards, which it didn't. When you watch the game, it didn't really look like it. I mean, it looked like they were playing better than what they. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. They gave up over 200 yards on the ground, but it was because the Taters weren't getting those big chunk yards. They weren't peeling off any 10, 15-yard runs like they were 2 years ago. It was more methodical. I mean, they averaged, I think, 5 yards a carry. That's first down, second down. First down, second down. I mean, just kind of matriculating the ball down the field. I guess you could say that South Carolina, I guess you could say their red zone defense stepped up. And forced them to kick some field goals, but there again, it's kind of hollow, I guess.
I wanted to put this out there for the Clemson folks. Dabo Sweeney winning that game yesterday, I think was huge for him, and I'll explain to you why. If he would have lost that game, and then he's going into next season where he's going to play the Georgia Bulldogs. I think he's losing the bowl game too, regardless of who it is. I don't think they're winning the bowl game that they're going to play, especially if it's Oregon State. I think Oregon State will mop the floor with them. But he would go into, you'd have 3 straight losses: South Carolina, Oregon State, and then Georgia, I think, is going to beat them solidly too. I think those 3 losses would start heating up the seat for Dabo Sweeney. I really, really believe that. And people, I told some of my Clemson friends this last night that they texted me about the game, and I was like, he's going to lose the bowl game and the game against Georgia. It's just the way that it is. He doesn't have what he had before. And they don't want to agree with me, but that's where Clemson is right now. It's a mess. It's a mess up there right now. And this is the high point.
You really think he'll lose his 2 bowl games in a row?
I do. Because I think that one or both of those running backs are probably going to transfer. So I think there's that.
You lose to Oregon State. I mean, if Ukulele's, I mean, I would assume that he would play in the bowl game against them. You know, I mean, he's got a ton of fucking motivation.
Yeah.
And
the Clemson offense is the shit.
And he knows what you're doing too.
I mean,
he doesn't have to steal any signals.
Klubnik threw for what? Less than 100 yards yesterday.
100 yards on the dot.
Well, 100 yards on the dot against, let's be honest, a South Carolina defense that is anemic at best. Gamecock fans were talking about, oh, the defense has found their way. Yeah, they got lit up by Jacksonville State, and then they held par with Vanderbilt and Kentucky, which were the bottom 2 offenses in the SEC. So, and I'm not trying to, shred the Gamecocks here, but I think that there should be something out there as far as this Clemson offense should have had a better game, but they didn't.
Well,
they didn't score an offensive touchdown. How in the fuck does that happen?
I don't know, but I did put it out there last night that you can calm down with telling me how good this defense is. The Clemson's inept offense is making it look serviceable.
Yeah.
So.
Rob has an SEC bias. Thank you for the super chat. Needless to say, I'm selling. You really bought a Birmingham Bowl ticket.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You couldn't pay. I wouldn't fucking go down there. I mean, what am I going to do? Go down there and see Conrad Thompson, and then go look at the Bear Bryant statue. I mean, come on. He doesn't live in Birmingham. Where does he live? Huntsville? That's where he lives at.
Yeah.
Right?
He lives in Huntsville. Lander Josh says, do you realize all the players that are missing? I don't care. I don't care. You could score 1 offensive touchdown. I don't think is that too much to ask? Score 1 touchdown on offense. Just 1. I don't see it. I don't see what the
none of those receivers were lighting the world on fire anyway.
Well, I'm just saying. And the whole line with, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We talked about the line for the Georgia game. I'm taking Georgia and giving up the points.
I'll be right back.
Just saying.
Well, you don't know.
I'm telling you from where I sit right now, Jackpot, we can all have our opinions. If you want to wear your Clemson hat for that Georgia game, have at it. But in my opinion, I don't think Clemson's you've got, well, then good for you. We'll start calling you Tiger Kale. It'll work out. But I don't I'm just not buying what Sweeney's selling right now. And I think with the people that are leaving. Rob has an SEC bias. Says, that was the first bowl game I've ever been to, Rob. I have fond memories of the cold and running out of pizza and losing to UConn. Well, you were probably like 8 at that bowl game, sir. Shamecock Sporty says, we'll call you Tater Kale. That could be good too. Oh, by the way, Jackpot sent me this photo here. We'll go ahead and show this while he's I don't know if he's pissing in the sink or what he's doing, but
I pissed in the toilet. What did you say about Tater what?
We're gonna call you Tater Kale. That's what Shamecock Sporty said to call you.
Call me Tater Salad.
Tater Salad.
Tater Salad.
Can you explain this picture you sent to me?
Yeah, this is the one where I was where I made my official, I guess you'd call it my official eating crow video after this game. And I do one after every win or every loss every Sunday. I kind of recap what I saw just from the Jackpot perspective, put my unique spin on stuff, and I kind of let it be known today that I'm out on him. I really am. Anyway, this is the kind of comments you get to. This is one Well, why don't they just make you the head ball coach? I mean, that is so unoriginal, and that goes. We can file this away with the Super Bowl comments. The what's some of the other ones, Rob? Rent,
The Super
rent,
Bowl comment.
rent
What was the
free,
Rent Free is a great one.
rent free, poverty program.
Poverty program is another one.
Come up with something else. Just because I'm here. Kind of expressing my concerns doesn't mean I'm, obviously ready to be the football coach. It's just fucking stupid. Stop doing it. You complain at McDonald's that the service is slow. Okay, well, why don't they just make you the manager here then? Well, no, that's not what it's about. You're supposed to give me fresh product, and you're supposed to give it to me in a timely manner at McDonald's. You need to change things. No, I don't want to be the manager. You're supposed to win some winnable football games, and you're supposed to be able to go to a bowl game at the end of the year and show progress. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, and I don't think it's too much to ask Clemson to score a touchdown against South Carolina on offense. I really don't. I mean, how does that happen? How does that happen? I don't get it.
Somebody says, where is Shipley going?
No, it's just my opinion. I think something. I mean, I don't think he's going to play in the bowl game.
Did you know that? Just to slip you off record too, but I was looking yesterday. The Louisville quarterback, the one that I made the deal about being a bitch, running up the tunnel before they shook Kentucky's hand. He looks strikingly similar to Rob. Has SEC bias.
Okay, you're all over the place.
Kind of with the pencil, thin mustache, and that. Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah, they're talking about Mario Anderson, the shot he took where he got up and man, he looked like his bell was rung in that game, Jack.
Oh yeah, I was wanting to comment on that too. I noticed that him and XT were kind of going at it a little bit, and it looked like XT basically tried to body slam him, which that might be where he got that concussion, and he kind of knocked him out of the game there for just a couple of plays. That may be the highlight of XT's college career. As he's been around since like 2018 and never really amounted to a hill of shit. Last time I heard anything from him, what he was getting his expedition stolen from the dorms, and he was whining about it and putting posters up on the telephone poles around Clemson. And it turns out he left his keys there, and some girl took them and drove it off somewhere or something. I mean, is that not what happened? I mean,
yeah, something like that.
I don't know, but yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about this and talk about what South Carolina do to fix where they're at. At this point, I don't know. I mean, I the more and more that I watch, the more and more I'm like, man, I don't know if Beamer's got it or not. I've got to watch Jackpot's video to see where he's at on that too, but we'll get into that and a lot more as we roll along here. Remember, there's still one more week in the Pickem Challenge, the Callaway's Pickem Challenge. Make sure that you enter your stuff for that. The form is already up on the website with the championship game picks. If we have a tie after the regular season here, the tiebreaker will be the Army-Navy game. So we'll do the Army-Navy game, and then we'll do total points in the Army-Navy game. Whoever picks the closest. If we get that,
if we happen to have a tie. If we happen to have a tie after conference championship week, that means we got to wait a week to see this thing get decided.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll end up having a 2000 Bush Gore Florida debacle.
Yeah, there's that too. Anyway, make sure you pick, and even if you mathematically can't win, let's see if you can finish in the top 10. That's the way to go. Why not? Yeah. We're gonna start posting final results for every season up there. That way you can keep track of where you are. All right, well, Jackpot, it's been a good show, man. I'm sorry your team shit the bed for you.
Not like I wasn't kind of expecting it. James says, Jackpot, your season is over. Yeah. think it was over 3 months ago.
Yeah, shit. What a shit season. All right. Well, anyway, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you later on.
See you later.